Hello, everyone. It is my pleasure to have this opportunity to walk you through what is gyaniki. So, what is gyaniki? It is a common technology platform that provides a complete coverage of the future of mobility. It includes information on electric, connected, shared, and autonomous vehicles. The database has been created in a manner where it is broken down into five core areas. First one being tools and processes. In tools we cover tools such as simulation tools, modeling tools, say that's ANSYS or MATLAB Simulink or Ricardo 1D, tools that are used in the industry on in the development areas as well as post processing. Then we look at the development processes themselves. For example, DFMEAs, PFMEAs, RCAs, which is your root cause analysis. The next section is OEMs and suppliers. What does the network look like? Who are the established players in the market? What are some of the newer startups? Um, how do the suppliers connect? Who are the major suppliers? What does the network look like? How are the components sourced, etc.? Then we get to the latest and upcoming trends, right? This industry is evolving very quickly. There are a lot of different approaches, OEM to OEM or application to application, as well as from a subsystem or a component development perspective, right? For example, say battery technology. So, what are some of those latest trends? We make sure that we are always caught up to whatever's happening in the industry. Next, we have technical learnings, and this probably is the most comprehensive section of this database because, in for one, it can help students or newbies understand the technology, what goes into making a advanced electric vehicle. It can help with professionals with figuring out what works best for their particular project. So what we cover here is absolutely every area of the vehicle from a system and a subsystem level perspective, and how things work. For example, let's say in a battery, what are all the major components within a battery and how the chemistry works? What are the physics behind it? Everything that is associated with the battery pack of an electric vehicle will be found within that section. And similarly for other areas of the vehicle, including any advanced autonomy level components, for example, radars, lidars, and so on. And finally, we of course cover all the standards and regulations that are applicable, right, on a country-specific basis. What sort of requirements are there from first a subsystem or a component level, which would mostly apply to suppliers, let's say, and then at a vehicle level, what are some of the homologation requirements, and what are some of the unique tests that components have to go through, as well as vehicles have to go through to be able to comply with or be able to fly on roads. The 5-click process. So one of the major endeavors of this platform and the people behind it is that uh, while there is a lot of information available on the World Wide Web, we all know that sometimes it can be very difficult to get where we want. Um, and that's really the idea with this, that if you cannot get to where you want within 5 clicks, then something's not right. Let's see how that works. You'll have your unique credentials, right? So you log in to the website. And let's say that I'm looking for a VCU supplier. Maybe that's a particular one, or I'm just researching what suppliers are available. And a VCU is nothing but a vehicle control unit. So first of all, I will look for the domain, which is suppliers in this case. Post which I will try to look for the topic within that domain, in this case, vehicle controllers. I either know what supplier I'm looking for, or I'm trying to go through the list and figure out what my options are, right? What is available in the industry currently. And once I have those details on that particular page, and if I'm interested in that particular supplier, for example, Sigra Technologies, there is an option or more resources available to do a further deep dive into that particular supplier. At the end of this introductory session. I will walk you through what that website and the setup of that website looks like to a subscriber. So what is the current bandwidth as of today, right? 1,000 plus information pages, 500 plus product pages, 200 plus unique supplier pages, unique OEMs, 150 and counting, 100 plus technologies, 80 plus unique components, 20 plus technology areas, 10 plus manufacturer areas, just 5 navigation zones makes one gyaniki. Let's take a look or take a deep dive into what those categories are. So the idea has been not to just cover the what we hear a lot about, say, passenger applications or motorcycles. We've tried to cover practically every domain that applies to the mobility industry, right? From motorcycles, rickshaws, passenger vehicles, to small, medium, heavy commercial vehicles, transport applications, even e-bikes, AGVs, forklifts, and of course the maritime as well as air mobility sector. In all of these areas, you will see that the OEMs will be broken up into the traditional ones or the established ones and startups in the domain. And here is just an example of some of the latest additions that we've made to each of these categories. Moving on, from a category perspective outside OEMs, right? From a technology perspective, rather, the categories are broken up into areas of what are the main components that go into making a electric vehicle, as well as some of the development processes.